Thank goodness you're here, Walter.
I got here as soon as I could. Luckily, the wind was with me.
Oh, it's good to see you again.
It can get lonely up there. I heard you crying. What's the matter, Jane?
It's Pippin. He's...
Don't tell me he's...
No, he's alive. It's just that he's barely eating and he's lost a lot of weight.
Oh, that's a bad sign.
He vomited yesterday
Oh.
on the bus, on the way to the vet. I had to get off at the wrong stop and carry him the rest of the way.
Poor little guy.
The vet says
Says what?
it's liver cancer.
Liver cancer? That's what I had. What else does the vet say?
That I should think about saying goodbye.
You mean, put him down?
I said, no way. I mean, he could still get better.
Not likely.
Well, I'm not going to just let him go. He's perfect. He's perfect. He's the best little dog in the whole world.
So well behaved, unlike yours truly.
So you weren't perfect. It didn't matter.
I miss you, Jane.
Every time I see your sneakers in the hall, I get a lump in my throat. And then there's your skipper's hat, the one that you wore on the Queen Mary and just about every place else. It looks kind of lost without you.
22 years together. You were as close as my skin and the shirt on my back. I miss all the things we shared. The movies and the plays, even our rip-roaring fights, not to mention adopting Pippin at the shelter and bringing him home together.
You carried him home through the snow, and then you bought him a pair of boots.
Which he refused to wear.
So then you cleaned the rock salt between his paws.
I love the way he'd sit on my lap and lick my face.
Oh, he's a sweetie, all right.
But he's no wimp. You remember how he tackled that black lab that was messing with him in the park?
Oh, he took a flying leap and landed his claws in his face.
And now that Pippin is sick, Jane, do you let him sleep in our bed?
Oh, yes. He cuddles right up.
Well, I would have liked that myself, Jane. Toward the end, I mean.
Well, maybe you forget. I did get into your hospital bed, but there wasn't enough space.
You were so good to me. When I get lonely, floating around up there, I do long for a nice warm bed.
Pippin is my best tie to you. I can't just let him go.
Why, he's our baby. What else does the vet say?
That I have to decide.
Oh, time and place, huh?
My home or her office. I don't think I'm ready for this.
Well, maybe Pippin is.
Oh, how do you know?
Been there myself.
Look, I know I'm talking to you, but I'm skeptical about ghosts. Well, how could you really be here? I scattered your ashes on a lake like you wished. Dead is dead. Walter, you've been gone 3 years.
But I still visit you.
Well, maybe I make you up. Our past is housed in my marrows, and it's holed up in my pores.
I like that. You still speak like a poet.
Why, thanks for the compliment.
But even if I am a figment of your imagination, you still listen to me.
Well, now that you're here...
And I am here to help you decide. After all, I do know a great deal about dying.
Yes, I imagine you do. But why can't we let Pippin pass in his own time?
Jane, you know the answer to that.
Oh, I want to enjoy him some more. I want to stroke his golden fur and his sweet silky ears. I want to hold his warm body close to my chest.
If you love him, you will let him go.
Well, now Pippin has a right to the rest of his life.
Oh, he sounds awful. Be brave, Jane.
Trying.
Pippin had a good run of it.
That's what you said about your own life.
Yes, but I wanted to go out on my own terms.
Yes. When we went to visit Dr. Flynn in palliative, I loved your bravado. You circled the date. And you'd wear your jogging pants, your tie, your skipper's hat, chocolate ice cream and a Coke.
True enough. That's not what stays with me.
Oh, it's better than dwelling
You make
on
it
all-
sound so romantic.
Oh, well, you're the one who started that. As I recall, you're the one who was talking about duels with death. That was so daring,
Oh.
so brave.
Here it comes. The glossed over, starry-eyed view. The reality was...
I admired you. You were my hero. What's wrong with that?
Well, that's not how I looked at it. I knew it was in store for me. Appetite, sub-zero, skin hanging like rags, shit all over the place. So I planned my escape to get out before any of that would happen.
And you did better than was expected. Wasn't that trip fun?
On the boat with the Johnsons.
Catching that pike, cooking it, eating it.
We should have got a license.
We treasured every moment.
That was my last good meal. After that, eating was one fucking chore. But I was managing, and my mind was still sharp. So I deferred things for a while. I put off siding for a bit. And then, a week later, the weakness, the tingling sensation, I think I fell to the floor.
Oh, I was so freaked out. Your speech was all garbled.
I was trying to tell you, but I wished I hadn't waited.
They wouldn't let you do it because you couldn't give formal consent.
And then, I can't remember. What happened then, Jane?
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, why not?
A little, it will just upset you.
I need you to tell me the truth.
You were unconscious. You lingered for 3 days while our friends and I kept watch.
That must have been hell on you guys.
It was. But you know, there's something I never told anybody. You were still my hero because you had stood up to death.
Okay, dear. But how did I end, Jane? Come on now, be honest.
But towards the end, you You came to. Your right side was paralyzed. You pawed the air. You clawed the bed rail. You flung your working leg over the side, making awful noises, growling. You ripped off your gown and yanked the port from your wrist, and blood all over the bed sheets. You fought like a lion until the nurse...
I died like a dog. And I don't want to see that happen to Pippin. Oh. He's miserable. What are you going to do?
I'll feel like a murderer, but...
Pippin cannot choose for himself. You must find the strength, as I tried to do for myself, before it all fell apart.
I'll call the vet in the morning.
You'll be doing him a favor.
I wish you could be there with me.
I'll be there.
How will I know that you're there?
Just imagine my spirit welcoming his. He'll be a good companion. And just hold him while he leaves.
Will.
And remember, Pip had a great life. The swims in the lake, the runs in the park, the fun he had chasing squirrels, all good memories.
Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me.